Hello, welcome to Angel Hour. This is the second time of trying this evening, so I lost my internet connection a couple of minutes ago. Anyway, what I decided to do is to draw a card to start with from Doreen Virtue's Unicorn deck. And the card that I drew is love. The answer that you're seeking is love. I thought that was really important, and the reason I thought that was so important is that all of these spiritual things that we do, all of the messages that we give each other as mediums, as healers, as psychics, are to bring us back to that point of love, of self-love, of being able to show love, accept ourselves, be loving. And I also think it's really important to point out that you don't need to have a lot of cards, you don't need to buy a lot of books, and you don't need to do training courses, because everybody is a spiritual person. If you like to buy cards, then that's lovely. If you like to buy crystals like I do, that's absolutely lovely. But in actual fact, all of these things are just tools, because inside of you is where your spirituality is. You can't buy that. All of the tools and things are just to help you to open up, to give you some ideas, to help you realize the potential that's actually already inside of you. Everybody has a sixth sense. Everybody has a guardian angel. Everybody has guides. Everybody has ancestors. Everybody's connected to the earth. Everybody can connect more with their spiritual side if they want to. And like anything, if you practice, you can get really good at it as well. And I am very much in favor of accepting all types of spirituality. I like the clairvoyance, I like the mediumship as well. I am best known for working with angels and holding angel workshops, but I also appreciate the spiritual mediums in the spiritualist churches. I think they do a wonderful job. I don't think their job is less important or more important than the angel workers at all. I find it's part of the whole. I think it's wonderful to work with the angels. They are a different vibration. That doesn't mean they're a better vibration. It means literally they are a different vibration. Yes, they can give healing, but isn't it really healing for somebody that's lost somebody very close to them, perhaps a mother or father or a child even, to have an evidential message from a spiritualist medium or an angel worker that occasionally gives evidential mediumship messages? That can be far more healing than talking to their angel if they need some evidence that their child in the spirit world is okay and is fine. So I just want to make it really clear that I think that there's a place for all types of spirituality, and I don't think you have to buy a lot of things, because you are spirit in a physical body, and there's nothing to stop you making your own connections. If you want to sit quietly and meditate, be in nature, everybody can get a spiritual connection in pretty much the same way that everyone can draw and paint. Some people have a natural aptitude towards it, but everybody can do it, and everybody can get better with practice. So I'm going to start looking now at the list of names that have come up and see where the angels draw me to. And the type of work that I'm going to be doing is looking into your auras, looking at your guides, your past lives. I can read the past lives because I've had a lot of practice doing that. I started off in the late 1980s as a hypnotist who did past life regression. And what I found is that I could begin to see clairvoyantly on people's faces as they were in hypnosis with their eyes closed, different faces, and it wasn't their guides, it wasn't an angel, And I began to realize that it was actually the faces of the people that they were in their past lives that they were experiencing some of while they were being hypnotized. And now that got me very interested, because I realized then that I could clairvoyantly see the past life as they were describing it. And then I began to realize that I could send my mind down the timelines and look at the past lives with a view to healing, finding out where there might be issues or problems that had arisen in past lives. Basically, everything I do is coming back to love. And you can't get enough love. Nobody can have enough love, or too much love, I should say, in their lives. Now, the angels work very much on the love vibration through the heart, which is why I love working with them so much. And hi, Jackie DeVita. Jackie DeVita does a wonderful stained glass, which she makes in Ireland, handmade, mystical glass. I've got one of her angels that side. I can't point the right way because I'm looking in the mirror. The blue one here, absolutely beautiful. Thank you for watching, Jackie. Hi, Vinny. Hi, Kay. Hi, Gabby. Mirja, I'm drawn to you, and you're in Finland. Mirja. Okay. Right, now as I connect to your energy, the first thing that I get is a real, an elemental's energy, like you would feel very at home near the sea. You would be very drawn to the land, to earth energies. And actually, I want to say to you that I've gone straight into a very Celtic feeling, and I believe that this is past life for you, an appreciation. I can see standing stones clairvoyantly, so I don't know whether this means anything to you in your current life, but I do know that you would be very aware of the energies of nature. And there is this elemental, like the fairies energy with you as well, which is beautiful. Okay, there's a grandmother with you in the spirit world. Okay, so as I try and connect closer to that energy, I feel this lady was quite heavily built. I feel that she had very good morals, and I feel that she was a very understanding person, very trusted person, somebody that you could rely on. I got a feeling that she may well have worn her hair up, because the lady that I'm looking at had her hair up, and I'm seeing that she liked baking because she's producing a tray with different things that are baked on it. She's just here with love. And to reassure you, she's saying that although sometimes you may feel like you're wading through heavy things and struggling, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and just keep going. You're very spiritual. You have a really good connection, a sound connection, and sometimes it frustrates you, I feel, that people around you might not be so open and so appreciative of the spirituality. She's saying that you're like her, you have very strong morals. You're a very beautiful person, actually, and inside, I feel that you don't give yourself enough credit. So please take that message. Give yourself more credit, okay? Love to yourself more. And thank you for joining us this evening. Okay, so Sandra, hello, good evening. Lynn, hi Lynn. Melody, hi. Katrina, hello. I know you're in Ireland. Katrina, Lynn. Yeah, actually, okay. Relax, Lynn. That's the first thing that I'm getting. Relaxation, or I'm getting a bit of a tension sort of feeling, stressed, anxiety. Relax, more, Lynn. Calm. in actual fact, what I would say is if you can call in the angels of peace, Lynn, ask one to come in front of you, and anybody else that's feeling stressed at the moment, if you're watching this, this is a little exercise. You can ask an angel of peace, one to come in front of you, and one behind you, one to the right of you. I can feel them coming into position, and one to the left, one above you, and one below you. And then hold you in a sphere of the peace energy. And you can really feel a shift in your energy as the angels of peace work with you. You can send them out anywhere on earth or to anybody using the same exercise. Or you can ask dragon energy, dragons of peace. You can ask seraphims of peace. You can ask any of the higher beings who join with you on the peace energy, and go to wherever you feel it's needed. It's really quite important to be aware of how much you can do just by asking. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of higher beings, hundreds of thousands, somebody's saying in my ear, just waiting to be asked. Seriously, they are flooding around planet Earth at the moment, waiting for the light workers to go and ask them, and the angels of love. I'm being reminded, you can do the same thing, ask them to come in and program your crystals to hold love energy. All you need to do, I wondered why I needed a rose quartz next to me tonight, is just hold it, and ask your angel to join with you and send love and healing light into the crystal. And ask that the angels and the higher beings of love come in, and you'll feel that shift in your aura. And just know that they are anchoring their energy in the crystal. Crystals are all programmable. Okay, so I have added to the beautiful energy in my rose quartz just by asking, and you can ask for that to be done permanently. And thank you for all the love hearts. I can see them across the bottom of the screen. Beautiful, thanks so much. So higher beings always work on love, which means if anything feels uncomfortable, if anything doesn't feel right to you when you're working spiritually, then it probably isn't. Just stop. And that includes spiritual teachers or spiritual groups. If it's not sitting comfortably with you and it doesn't feel right, that's for a reason. It's your inner knowing, your inner instinct and feelings telling you that it's not the right thing for you. But the world is full of other opportunities. You don't have to hold on to the old, okay? Rita, hello. Brenda, hello. Joe, hello, Joe. Yes, Joe. Joe Sexton O'Donovan. Hi, Jacqueline. Hello from Ireland. I'd love a message if possible. Yeah, I'm drawn to you, Joe. I am drawn to you. I'm just looking for your vibration now. Just looking for your energy to make a link. All right, so I am linking with you. I feel sometimes that you can feel a little bit timid. Okay, and there's a lovely purple energy. If I look into your aura clairvoyantly, there's a lot of purple, which is a high vibration color, and tells me that you're very spiritual, and that you're actively thinking in a spiritual way and using that spirituality. There's a guide in your energy field that I'm connecting to now, who looks very much like a wizardy magic sort of energy, very spiritual, but very are you drawn to that kind of thing, I wonder, because your guide is very adept, or one of your guides, I should say, because we all have lots of guides. This guide in particular is very good at working magic in the highest sense of the word, in that beautiful sense of even setting a crystal grid is working magic. It's natural magic, but your guide wants to talk to me about you using that more, because this is a very natural way of interacting with the natural world, because you've had many other lifetimes where you were drawn into the Catholic faith. I can see monastery lifetimes, that thread of energy is very strong. But before that, because remember, it's a very important stream of energy, the gold energy, the Christ light, the universal angel, Mother Mary, all of these energies are really important. Before then, of course, there's the nature energies, the ancient energies, the earth energies, the goddess energies. Isis, of course, was Mother Mary. Mother Mary was a later incarnation, and in both lifetimes she was overlit by the universal angel, Mother Mary. But I know I'm digressing away, Joe. I know I'm digressing. Sorry, Joe Sexton. I think that you either do the tarot cards, or you could do the tarot cards if you wanted to. That ability to be very psychic is very strong in your energy field. And I think that you're very good at doing that. What do I want to say to you? That those things are interesting, but okay, the main part of the message that the angels wanted me to come to you and say, just let it go, as in let it go and let it flow. Allow yourself the freedom to move into that higher flow of consciousness, and don't be worried about what you're going to say or what you're going to connect to, what's going to come through. Just go with the flow. And that way you'll find out how it feels to be really connected to your higher consciousness, because the more we can let go and move into higher consciousness and move away from worrying about it, the stronger our connection gets, okay? And stop telling yourself off. I do feel like sometimes there's this running commentary in your head where you're telling yourself off. You've got to stop that. Take it from one who knows. It's, a really good idea to praise yourself up as well. There is a little girl who connects with you from the spirit world as well. And the name Mary, I'm hearing in my head. And I know that there's a lot of love coming through. I hope that this means something to you, because it's like I'm seeing her clairvoyantly wanting to come on your lap and hug you. She's very close to you very often. When you go out walking, I can see you walking, and there's trees and there's greenery and there's mud paths. You may have a dog, but she comes with you. So do bear that in mind, and think if you might like to get a connection with her yourself when you're on your own. So the energy's gone there, so I know that I'm meant to move on. Liselott Davison, hello from Sweden. Okay, hello. I feel really happy when I connect to you. I feel really a great happiness, quite like you're a happy, bouncy sort of girl. I'm not saying that you haven't had problems in your life, but you're so optimistic and you're so positive that you really focus on the solutions, and you have a great deal of tolerance. You like to get on with everybody. You're very good at organizing people. You want everybody to do well. And you're very good at being in a position of authority where there's a group of friends or a group of people. You're good at the organisation, and I do feel people like you. I feel people warm to you a lot. And I know that you've held positions of authority in other lives as a man quite often. Go and look at the Vikings, actually. Go look at the Viking lives for that, or life that I'm picking up with you. Also, interestingly, on a guide level, Lisa Lott, there is an Aboriginal male guide with you. What I'm going to do now is see if I can get, he's not wearing very much, okay, so he lived in the bush, and he did walkabout quite regularly. He lived off the bush. He's got a wooden staff and a small loincloth, bare feet. He's smiling, and he's showing me that he ate from the bush, because he's actually eating something from the bush. Okay. And he was very content, and he was very happy within himself. And he's saying, even in those times in the past where you have had your moments of gloom, you've pushed yourself to move through them and come out the other side, because you believe everything's for a purpose, which of course it absolutely is. Okay. Right. See. Am I still live? I think I'm still live. Yes. All right. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to link in with Katrina now for a moment. Katrina. Okay. I can almost feel back from you a little jump in your energy field there. Okay, so what I'm getting with Katrina is that very light energy, but I know that there's been things which have made you feel very emotional. Emotionally, it can be a bit of a bumpy ride for you. And I know that you do listen to your higher guidance, and occasionally it's not that you doubt it, because you absolutely do know it's there, but you just wish that things could be clearer in the day-to-day world. Sometimes your spiritual inner world seems quite at a distance to your fundamental, your basic material world, and you so much want to bring the two together and combine them full time. And the angels are saying to me, you will, you absolutely will. You're on the right path of growth. Things are happening. There's definitely changes coming up. Definitely changes coming up for you. Okay, so I think that Katrina, you're on that verge of having some new experiences spiritually, and some new doors opening for you. The Mother Mary energy, universal Angel Mary, is very strong with you. And healing, I feel that you're a healer, and that healing energy flows through you. And I know that you've sent distant healing out, because they're showing me streams of light and different colored energies that go through your energy field. You're very compassionate. You have a very big heart, and healing groups are a part of your life purpose, your soul purpose. For coming to the earth this time. On a past life level, druids quite strongly with you. Okay, What they're showing me here clairvoyantly is a large jigsaw puzzle with lots of different coloured pieces, which is your life. And the pieces are very slowly coming together, which can be a bit frustrating for you sometimes, because you know what the bigger picture is at the bottom of you, in your heart and in your mind, and you so want it to come together. But they're saying the steps that you're learning and the steps that you're taking are for you, but they're also so you can teach them to people in the future, because you are going to do a lot more teaching, and every step you take is a step on the pathway, the teaching. I hope that you're writing, because what you're learning now needs to be written down. Okay. Well, I seem, before I leave you, Katrina, there's a unicorn energy coming in really strongly, unicorn energy. So I would say that you call them in quite regularly. And there are what I class as the baby unicorns with you, and they're with the children around you. Very soft Pegasus, loving energy with children around you are the Pegasus. And the Mother Mary energy is really strong, really strong. So you have a really good link and a really healing vibration there. Okay. Now, going back to crystals for a moment, there are special angels that are particularly assigned to work with the crystal energies. All angels have certain areas that they specialize in, and well, for example, Archangel Chamuel is the angel of love, Gabriel, clarity and purification. But the crystal angels in particular can help you to attune to the crystalline energies. So if you like to wear crystals or work with crystals, do call the crystal angels in. When I see them clairvoyantly, they're very much streaming with many different colours, many different streams of light. And they're particularly trained and specialised in helping people to receive healing from the crystals and balance, and also crystal grid work. So that is just something they wanted me to mention. Okay, so hi Michelle. Thank you for your feedback, Lynn. Hi Duncan. Suzanne Graff. Yes, okay. Suzanne, let me link to your energy. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? There you are. Do you have any guidance for me? I sometimes feel a bit bored with my life. Okay, Suzanne, I hear you. I feel that your life is productive, but yeah, I feel that it's makes you feel stuck, like everything is pretty much samey, for want of a better word. I actually have to say that this is because you've been enclosed in situations in other lifetimes, where there's particularly a Victorian lifetime where you were very dutiful as a wife and a woman, and you were obligated, if you like, to stay pretty much within the home. It's quite a large home that I'm looking at over several stories. However, there was so much more. You would have loved to travel and you never did. You didn't have the opportunity. You lived in one of the big towns. This is Glasgow, I think. Glasgow. Yeah. Right, okay. So the furthest you would have travelled would have been to the docks at Liverpool, and that would have been a very rare outing, because I can see a cab with horses and your husband with you, like you went with him. But otherwise you were stuck at home. Now that actually leads me on to a point that I wanted to talk about, which is clearing the past life karma. And I'd like to do 5-minute meditation for anyone watching this who'd like to learn how to clear past life karma. So if you would like to do this, do it with me, or just listen and then I'll pick up with some more messages afterwards. But the angels of karma are another type of angel who are specifically assigned along with the lords of karma, the ascended masters who sit on the board, which is an area in the astral planes around the earth, which helps to oversee and govern the karma. And because now is a time of karmic clearing, as the planet and everyone on her is shifting old vibrations and lifting up, there is what's called karmic dispensation at the moment for everyone who wants to ask. So the technique I'm going to use is a really quick way and an easy way of making that connection, and intention is all important. So if you just want to close your eyes and relax, and imagine that your energy is going down through the floor of the room that you're in, down all the way into Mother Earth, down through the layers of mud, of stone, of sand, of crystal bed, into the heart of Mother Earth. And in the heart of Mother Earth, there is a beautiful stone or crystal. And I'd like you to imagine it as a grounding crystal, like a red jasper. And imagine that the cords from your feet are wrapping around this crystal 3 times. And now the energy, the calming, anchoring, steadying energy from the earth is flowing back up through the layers of earth to touch your feet. And it washes over your feet as Mother Earth sends her anchoring, healing energy over your feet and ankles, up through your lower legs, over your knees, over your thighs, and into your base chakra. You can imagine your base chakra opening and expanding. You might like to ask your guardian angel to come in and join you, and your guides, and the angels connected with this angel hour, and the unicorns and the higher beings of love, and the ascended masters, all of those who join with us on the inner planes for healing and karmic release. We invoke you now as the energy rises up through your sacral chakra. Imagine it expanding like a lotus flower at the front and the back of your body, filling with light, peaceful, soothing light. And the energy is expanding your aura as it moves up into your solar plexus between your ribs. And imagine this expanding and opening at the front and the back, so that your energy field is accessible to the higher beings who want to bring you more light and healing. The more you relax, the easier you are to connect with, and the easier your soul energy can connect with you and come through more strongly. And now the energy flows into your heart chakra. And just allow your heart to open and expand at the front and the back of your body. You might feel as if the light's flowing through you as it goes up to your throat chakra, which again opens at the front and the back. As more light flows through you from the higher beings working with us tonight, as a collective energy, a pool of light and energy, the energy flows into your third eye, which opens at the front and the back. Feel all of your chakras aligning as your third eye opens and expands, and the energy comes to the top, to your crown chakra. Feel the most beautiful golden light pouring down into your crown chakra, which is coming through the chakras above your crown, your causal, your soul star, and your stellar gateway directly from source. And just let your aura fill with this golden white light. And I now ask that an angel of karma goes to everybody watching this now and who watches it later. Just relax and ask in your mind for that angel to come. I can feel one's just come to my energy field behind me. And when I see them, they have flaming swords of light, pretty much like Archangel Michael. And they use that to cut through lower vibrations and cords which connect us to the past. Now ask the angel of karma to release any personal karma, any collective karma, and any ancestral karma. And just allow that energy to flow through you. You might like to ask that the angel continues to work with you, either for the rest of this program or for the rest of your life. As long as you ask and set your intentions, the angels will always respond and help you. What I'm going to do now is ask that the beautiful light that's coming in stays with us all for the rest of the program. And if you wish it, that any angelic energies and any light that's coming through can be anchored in your energy fields at whatever level, whatever area it's needed, so that you carry the angelic energy even more strongly than you perhaps already do. Okay, so just come back from that if you've gone into meditation with that, and know that your angel is very much by your side, smiling. I know my light went out behind me on my left when I said your angel is very much there, but mine's behind me. Hi Carrie, you made it this week. Hi Susan. Hi Carol. Hi Carol Harguth. I probably pronounced that wrong, but hello. I know you're in America. Lovely to see you there. Gabby. Hi. Gabby. Gabby, yes, Gabby. Gabby Van Bien. And I'm useless at pronouncing names. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Gabby. Okay, so I know as I link with your energy that you're intellectual. You've got a really good, strong yellow ray in your energy field. You're strong-minded, Gabby. You can see things clearly. You're good at analysing through situations. You're good at weighing up pros and cons. And you're also very spiritual. Yeah, you do like to analyse what's told to you spiritually, and I think that's great. Whichever way you want to work, if you want to analyse why you're feeling what you're feeling, go for it. There's such a lot of different shades of this beautiful yellow in your energy field, from pale yellows to the stronger yellows. I would say you're very always been very good. I should think you're very good at figures as well, as in adding up maths. Have you got something to do with running? Because I've got an impression of somebody, either you or somebody around you, who could run, is good at running, sports. Okay. Are you worried about your mum at all? Or is there something about your mum that's been bothering you? Or just not sitting right or sitting comfortably? Because do pick up your mum's energy on your energy field and around you as a different energy that's not yours. And I do feel something needs sorting out there. Perhaps you don't quite see eye to eye, or just have very different views, but you can get along. That's something to be worked on, I think, there, Gabby. I think, well, I have to, when I investigate things, pursue things and say that it goes back to past lives, because, I mean, these things do. It's very rare that I connect with somebody who's here for the first time, having a first incarnation on Earth, although people have come in to see me at home for readings who are on their first incarnation. You're not. You've been here many, 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 many times, Gabby, all the way back through the Atlantean age, that era, and before that through Lemuria. You're a very old soul, and there's a lot of wisdom in you. I don't feel that you suffer fools gladly. I think that you have patience. It's not that, but you just don't like being messed around. Don't like being messed around. And you're not afraid to say so. And you know, that's not a bad thing. And I know that you do it in a kind way, in a nice way, but I know that it can irk you, get you a little bit irritated. You're doing really well with your spiritual work, but you do need to open your third eye more. And as I get that information, I'm being shown a unicorn energy with you. And as I'm sure you and 90% of people watching know, the unicorns are ascended horses. The third eye does not have a horn. That is an artist's depiction, and it portrays the spiral of light coming from the spinning chakra of the fully awakened third eye. Okay, so yeah, energies like the halos in artwork are the fully awakened crown chakra with the unicorn. It's the wisdom, the third eye. Having said that, it's really important, their third eye as well as their heart. The third eye, they can open your third eye. They'll do it at a rate that's right for you. If you call them in and ask them to dissolve any stagnant energies, any past life fears of seeing, any trauma in the third eye area, and with you in particular, when I'm getting one energy block on one of the layers in your third eye at the front, there is a monk who did not want to see. And I believe what happened, and I hear and I can see written up in my third eye 1600s for this lifetime with you, didn't want to see, but was praying and calling in the light, so automatically the chakras were clearing and opening, and he started to see. This is you. Didn't want to see and tried to block it because felt that that was the wrong thing to do. I was concerned about that, and so many people are affected in that way. So the unicorns, just ask them in, just ask them, and they will hear you. There are so many ascended horses. Look how man and horse has developed on this planet through the thousands and tens of thousands of years. And I know that horses and animals reincarnate. We are not the only animal that reincarnates and is on a path of evolution towards ascension, and have come here to experience and learn through Mother Earth. So the ascended horse is on a higher vibration, the unicorn, than I am, than you are. And anybody, you know, unless there's an ascended master watching, which there might be in the ethers. But no, seriously, the unicorns will open your heart, your throat, where you hear spirit from, your third eye, your crown, and clear it. Don't ever think that the animal kingdom can't help us a lot, because they absolutely do. Sometimes I've heard stories, you know, of spiritual meetings, gathering, where the medium will be asked who's the most spiritual person in the room, which is a silly question, I know, but I've heard that the medium will say, well, see that cat over there in the corner of the room? The cat is much more advanced than any of us, the spirit and the soul inside that animal. Okay, so the animals that we're lucky enough to interact with, dead, well, alive but in spirit, and in the physical world, so important for us as we are for them. So do work with that, Gabby, and I hope that's of some interest. Okay, so hi, Marianne. Marianne, 2 months ago, I hit my little toe on the right foot harshly. It's still hurting. The funny thing is that the last month, I've been removing cords. Okay, oh, I've lost your name. Gone up the list. Okay, so don't worry, I've got your energy. Okay, my guide. Yeah, okay, thank you. It's my guide running balls bringing me back your energy. Yeah, okay, that's still going on, because you're quite right, absolutely right. It's letting you know that there's more work to do in releasing stuff. You haven't yet hit the major thing that needs to be released, though. Okay, yes, okay. Okay, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to go out on a limb with lots of people that maybe won't talk about it, but I am going to talk about it because in my experience, it's a fact, it is true, and it does happen, and I've removed them from myself, and I'm going to say implants. And perhaps other people won't have that in their field of experience, and that's fine. I'm not asking anyone to, I'm just sharing my own knowledge and experience in these broadcasts of the last 30 years, but I've been psychic since I was a very small child, and been aware of running ball, my guide, since I was 4. Saw my first spirit animal when I was 5 or 6. So I've had a lot of experience, and I was surprised, but I found it's true. You can also ask for implants to be removed, and don't ask me the ins and outs of it, but they can be removed in the same way, because they're unique and individual. They come for different reasons. Some of them are from past lives. Some of them have been put in this life. And it is a way of stopping people, controlling people from reaching their full awakening and their full potential. Because we have to accept that we do live in a planet of duality, day and night, good and bad, and us as light workers are constantly striving to bring the light in, to bring the love forward, and of course we're so much stronger than anything that isn't love and light. Think about lighting one match in a darkened room. What's going to happen? Woof, it's going to illuminate the whole room. There is no competition. It really is more like just an irritant, like somebody that's angry. You know, they can be calmed down, they can be relaxed and then put right. It's the same with implants. Just ask your angels and your guides to release them, to let go of them. And I need to do, I think, yeah, okay, running ball saying, yeah, I need to do a 5-minute exercise on releasing these as well. So if this is of interest to you, watch it and follow it. If not, just bear with me for 5 minutes before I come back to the messages. Okay, so again, if you just want to close your eyes and just go back to that place of peace inside of yourself, that centered feeling. You might like to imagine that you've lit a candle, or you may have a candle already lit in front of you, or wish to light one, just so that you set the tone, set your intention. And this time, ask your guides to come in predominantly. This is your earth guides, okay? We We all have guides on all different levels of our energy field. And on this occasion, I'm working with our guide energies. Okay, the angels help, but they are contributing and allowing the guide energy to come through more fully first. And my guide running ball is saying to just allow your own guides to come in. You might hear my voice is changing slightly, and that's because I am a trance medium as well. And sometimes spirit will come in and overshadow me, and he's just stepped back and my voice is changing back to my voice, which is fine. This is just spirit working through me in the same way that angels work through me, in the same way that when I give healing, I join with the spirit world, okay? All acting for the highest good of all at any time. So the intention that you set in your mind is to call forward those from the inner planes and the waves of light and ascension energies that wish to help you to go forward now. And I ask that your guides and your spirit team come in and stand with you. And I ask those from the inner planes that are very adept at working with removing implants and anything in energy fields that need now to go, no matter where they've come from, can be released and removed. So just allow the light to wash through you. I can feel my third eye personally being worked on here. So I know that I'm having something very deep in my third eye. Feels like right in the middle of my mind, my head rather. There's a white light coming in there. So I know that I'm being worked on, and this is something you can do as often as you want to. There is no end to how much clearing or how much progress you can make. The doors are open to continual progression, an expansion of your knowledge and your understanding and your healing. So I'm just asking that everyone is cleared here, and everybody also help to find their true soul path, their soul purpose and their soul path, and move into alignment with that. Okay, so I know that the higher beings are still working on me, so that tells me that people watching are still being worked on as well. It's almost like having a group workshop, but not with everybody sitting in a centre where I'm teaching, and not with me physically, but I know that minds and the spirits of people that are watching are with me. And this is the wonderful thing about the internet, being able to reach around the world to people that we can't get to physically. Okay, the energy stopped for me on that, but just bear that in mind. I want to talk about soul purpose more. Soul purpose is in your soul. The divine blueprint is the word that lots of people call it, but it's the plan. It's your plan, your soul plan. You have one each time before you're born. It's not random. The parents that you choose are not random. Your guides, your angel, nothing is random. It's all very carefully planned and orchestrated, and the incidences, the people that your soul wants to meet, and the main thrust of what you need to do to learn and grow and expand on in this lifetime is laid out by you, by your soul, by your spirit, with advice from those who are more developed, more advanced, and beyond us, because there's always help the next level up. Okay, so you have help and assistance in planning your life. Of course, there's free will and choice in that. You can do what you came here to do, or you can choose totally not to do it. You know, at one time when I was a teenager, I decided to completely not do what I was here to do at all. I moved back into my spiritual work and teaching, giving readings in my very early 20s, and have done it ever since. But in my teenage years, I actually changed my name and decided to completely pursue a different path. But, you know, you can do what you want. There's free will. So I've probably got to start finding somebody to talk about life path with, haven't I? Hi Darren, my friend from school. I remember our conversations in junior school in Worthing. I'm really glad to see you watching. Thank you. Okay, so soul purpose. I'm going to link with Kismet for soul purpose. Okay, now as I link with your energy, I feel that you've been drawn to many different things and you've explored a lot of different things in this lifetime. Do you draw or doodle? I feel, something to do with art or pens or colour, something like that. And I feel that your soul wants to express itself through art and colour. I feel that there's a strong urge for design work coming through with your soul energy. Design that is like mandalas. You could paint or draw something that gives people a spiritually uplifting feeling. And I know that you've done this before in other lives, and I see you weaving as an Indian woman, embroidery in a past life, okay, on beautiful furnishings as well as clothing. This is in India, the continent of India. It's silk you're doing embroidery with, absolutely beautiful, intricate work. So I imagine that you might like, in this lifetime, because I've been shown that there'll be a reason, I imagine that you might like beautiful furnishings and fabrics and colour. Now I'm going to go back to my Doreen Virtue. I think she called this deck Soul Purpose cards, but I'm going to pick one for you. Kismet, I'm going to pick one for you and see what I get. Okay, so, okay, I get this for you. Spiritual teacher, you heal with your classes, your sessions and seminars. Okay, sessions, definitely helping people. Teaching people something craft-wise is what your guide and angel team would also like you to be doing, whether it's painting on glass, anything that gives people a chance to express themselves and relax while they're doing it is absolutely perfect. Do you know what? I've just seen the clock. I've waffled on rather, haven't I? Anyway, I'm going to do a couple more before I finish. The creativity, Kismet, is your soul purpose, and weaving the spirituality into that. Think about things like soul mandalas, this kind of thing. Yeah, there's a very nice gentleman called the Zlatko Mandala, who you can find on Facebook, who does soul mandalas that are very interesting. They're instinctively done, drawing through the energy of your soul in the colours, so you can see a representation in a mandala of your own soul energy. Okay. Hi Sally. Hi Rebecca. Hi Claire. Hi Siobhan. Well, Rebecca, I need to go to Rebecca that's got all of the unicorns. Rebecca Mayfurt. Do you feel sad, or have you felt sad? I've lost your pictures. You've gone up, scrolling up the feed now. I just feel that you've felt a little bit lost lately. Not known who to turn to, and you've been seeking solace within yourself. You've been spending quiet time alone and wanting to be alone, actually, because you haven't felt like going out and mixing with people as much as you normally do. But the angels are saying brighter times are ahead, just around the corner. Don't let things bug you, don't let things worry you and drag you down. You're very sensitive, you're a beautiful, sensitive soul. And sometimes the heaviness of people's actions can hurt you, you know. and the angels want you to be more resilient, and it's and not take it on board so personally. When somebody's upset or they're angry, or they're saying things, speaking out of turn, they have a problem, okay? Because they wouldn't be doing that if they were feeling love, because they wouldn't be in that place, they wouldn't be in that groove, they wouldn't be feeling that. They'd be feeling loving towards themselves and to other people, okay? So just think, okay, they have a problem. It's not your problem, it's not your issue. You have to shield that sensitivity, okay? And angelic wise, 3 different energies just came in around your heart then. Shamuel, Metatron, and there was the Jophiel. So Jophiel, the mind, the wisdom, Shamuel, the love, and Metatron, the great protecting energy, of course. Ask the 3 of them to put a shield around you. And it's energy. You're basically, by doing that, you're setting your intention and calling in energy from the universe. Anything you put your attention on will grow. So they really want you to not feel wounded, and let it dissolve, let it go, and don't take other people's SH1T on you. It's not yours, okay? Yeah, okay, somebody's just said in my ear, mentioned Zadkiel, who of course is the angel on the violet ray of transmutation. That dissolves issues as well. And I'm not sure if somebody around you hasn't been very well physically, okay? But again, angelic healing can come to you directly from the angels. You don't need to go and see somebody else. You can if you want to, you know, same way as you can buy another handbag if you want to, you know, but you don't need to. Yeah, so everything is readily available. You don't have to keep spending money, buying things, going places. I, you know, definitely do think that. What was I going to say? Okay. Maria, I think you're the last lady. Maria Jordan, I feel like I've been looking for my soul purpose for years. Okay, so we're going back to Doreen Virtue here for you, Maria, and I'm going to pick a card, and I'm only using the card. I can do it without the card, same way as I can read tea leaves in a cup, the same way as I can read a flower if somebody holds it and gives it to me. But sometimes, and it's nice to look at a pretty card. So, soul purpose. The one that I've got for you, is music. Your connection to music is sound healing. It's sound healing. Sound healing. Would you look into sound healing? Crystal bowls, tuning forks, chiming. Look at them on YouTube. See which ones you're drawn to. Meditate with them. You have a Buddhist connection, and the Buddhist guide was using the Tibetan, the bowls, the sound healing. That plays a big part in your own personal healing, shaking out lower vibrations, and also you can go on to help other people in healing using sound. So, and Atlantis, you were doing the sound healing in Atlantis as well. Okay, so I hope that that's been helpful and interesting. Yeah, I have run over a bit, but thank everybody who's watched me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the energy. I hope you found some food for thought and enjoyed 1 or 2 of the exercises. And if you want to share this, I am going to pick 1 person each week for a free full reading, just as a way of spreading the energy around, okay? So last week's winner has already been notified, and this week's winner will be notified on Tuesday morning. And I'll be back on Monday next week at 7 o'clock. Angel blessings. Bye.